Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to tell you a very funny story that happened to me this morning. First of all, today's 26th of December. Before that, Merry Christmas. It's never too late to say Merry Christmas. So, story time, story. So yesterday was Christmas and it was a bittersweet moment for me. Because Christmas is the time you spend with family, friends, and loved ones, and the time to be happy, the time to be merry and joyful, eat till you're filled, and I spent it alone. I know some people will go like, "Oh, you're too big to be celebrating Christmas," or "You're too old to be feeling alone on Christmas" or something. But I grew up. Christmas was my favorite time of the year, and I grew up spending it with my family. And I missed my mom, I missed my dad, and I missed my brothers. And my brothers did not make it easy. They were constantly posting stuff about home and how they filled. My mom kept feeding them, and it was bittersweet for me because I spent it alone. I spent it with myself. I did the things I loved. And at the same time, I was still not, okay. I still missed home. Maybe if I had some friends over, I could have felt a bit better, but that's another story for another day. So, I slept off and I slept late. I slept late and I woke up very late this morning, and I woke up to a message from my friend Hallie. So Hallie is a very wonderful friend of mine and very supportive friend of mine. He the previous day he had posted a link on his WhatsApp status about my video, a link of my video, and somebody had clicked on the link and watched it. And Ali sent me a screenshot of the feedback. Should I say I woke up angry or I woke up irritated? But to see that message, and I just lost it. Like, I just blew up. Not in happiness, but I just blew up, like irritated. So, the person had said something about how I didn't say stuff I didn't talk about what I was going to get. Like, I didn't tell them about what I was getting. And God day, I quote, God day. And I was just like, huh? At the beginning of the video, I said I was going to get a wine for a person. And YouTube is like it's like social media, and people, you have to be I don't know, there's no pleasing people sometimes, because I've seen how things go wrong. I've seen where celebrities and other people, they post stuff about what they did for them. And the other thing, now, Isimen posted a very wonderful stuff she did for her parents. Like, she really did something wonderful for her parents, and some people came at her and said, saying stuff like, "Oh, why will you post about the stuff you did for your parents? You owe them and it's a present. Why will you post stuff like that? Blah 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 blah." Do you understand? And she did a very wonderful thing. It's our choice if she chooses to post about it or not. That choice belongs to her. You understand? But people always have stuff to say about other people's life. They always have opinions, and that's their opinion. You can either choose to go with it if it affects you, or you can choose not to. But the funny thing was that the person said I did not post, like I did not talk about what I bought, and God day, and I automatically picked offense, because I was like, at the beginning of the video, I actually said, hey, I was going to get a wine, and this is not Big Brother Naija. So why should I come here and say, oh, it's a present. Presents, and I have to also respect the person I'm gifting, the recipients, of privacy too. You understand? I have to respect the recipient's privacy. There's no way I'm going to go online like, okay, you know what? This is the wine I got for this person. And obviously, some people might do it, but that's not me. I'm going to go like, oh, this is the wine I got for this person, and it costs this amount. I don't know. And this person has access to my video. You don't go around gifting, telling the person, oh, this amount, this wine costs so and so. And, you know, it felt off to me. You understand? And the fact that this person did not get it irritated me, and it felt like a, you know, typical Nigerian critic, you know, coming at you. Or rather, that was how I choose to see it. But you see the funny thing, while I was stewing in my emotions, at the back of my head, there was this voice at the back of my head that kept telling me, wow, Ali did a wonderful thing. Ali posted my YouTube video on his status, and somebody took out the time and effort and his data to watch my video. Like, it's really beautiful, like really beautiful. But I did not see, but at the back of my mind, I was actually, while I was stewing in my emotions, these were the thoughts at the back of my mind, but I did not give in to those thoughts. Instead, I choose to center my emotion on the negativity, the negative part. Instead, I choose to center my emotions on the negative part, like centering my emotion. Like, I did not actually give it much thought. I just centered on the negative part, like this person's coming at me, feel like a critic. You know what? The funny thing is that I actually pride myself in taking criticism very well, and this just showed something to me that's like proved to me that as much as I take criticism very well, I don't in some instance. Maybe I was just being passive aggressive, but I did not take it well. So I went off on Harley. Like, why would this person say this? Why would this person say that? It's clear what I was going for with the content. You understand? Why would this person say this? But you see, Harley is such a wonderful friend that he made me see it from my own perspective. That's okay, as much as I had this thought and I wanted to be respectful of the person, the recipient's feelings and stuff, the product, the time, that he gave an example that when a product leaves the product manager's desk or mind and goes out in the public, it's officially their product, it's not your product. So they are allowed to feel any way they want, they're allowed to say anything they want, but it's not your product. But how you, the product manager, follow up with the feedback and opinions is up to you. And this person, the funny thing is that this person was not really coming from an angle of, hey, I'm coming for you, but it was actually coming from a guy, because at the back of my mind, I was just like, it felt like this person was a girl, to be honest. Like, when girls see, to be honest with you, God day, when the girl sees it, is different from God day, when the guy sees it. Like, seriously, I'm just saying, if you get it, you'll know what I'm trying to say. Like, anyway, I remember I just thought it was an annoying girl saying stuff like, the average Nigerian critic just coming at me. But it was actually a guy that actually took out his time to watch my content and actually said, oh, this person not even show us what she even buy herself. God deal. And I did not see it that way. I choose to interpret it how I wanted to see it. And it obscured the tiny voice of reason at the back of my head that kept saying, oh, this person saw this, you should be grateful. Like, you have a view. You have a view. So Ali made me see this from both perspectives, and at the same time, we spent 30 minutes analyzing this, and I was really happy because I got to learn something about myself. And in a way, I want to share it with you guys. Sometimes we get so obsessed with our own emotions, we tend to block out the voice of reason that actually tells us, oh, this situation might not be what you think it is, or it might not be this, it might not be that. Because you know what? Anger and negativity tend to make things look so big, like so fucking big, that we tend to focus on that negativity. It makes certain situation look so big when it's not what it seems, and it's not what it's supposed to be. And that was what happened to me this morning. And I'm actually happy that I owned up to my shit, and I'm choosing to grow past this situation and say, oh, you know what, I was wrong. You see, because funny thing is that some people don't know when they are wrong. Get you a friend that tells you when you're wrong and tries to make you see reasons. And that is who Harley is to me. And when you don't see where you're wrong, or when you don't see some question marks in your actions, you don't grow. I don't know if I'm making sense. And I want to be a better version of myself. Like, I want to be a better version of myself. I want to grow. And that was why I decided to make this video, to show it to you guys. Well, so I think that sums up what happened to me this morning, and I got to learn something about myself. And to the viewer who gave his feedback, to that person, I'm really, really grateful. In a way, not in a way actually, but you did show me something. You taught me a lesson, and in a way you gave birth to this content. So I'm going to dedicate this content to you and Harley for making me see things in a whole new light. So and to you, the viewers watching this, I want to say thank you for watching my videos, and I really need your feedback. Thank you for the support, your love. It's new. I'm an amateur vlogger, and I'm gonna make some mistakes sometimes, and I hope you guys come on this journey with me as I grow. Like I said at my first video, I said something about growth. So I'll welcome you guys to come with me, experience this journey with me as I grow. And also, please, for future's sake, for growth's sake, I know it's not hard. I know it's hard. I know it's very hard. It's going to be hard for me. I know it's going to be hard for you too. In every situation, try to question every situation. I'm just saying. I always tell my friends to say, oh, when I do something they don't understand, ask why. But today just goes to show that sometimes I don't practice what I preach. I should have asked, why did this person say this? Instead of just flaring. And I haven't told the person to shove it. Like, I don't know, I just went off. So what I'm saying is, always ask why. There might be a reason for it. And try not to center on your negative emotions that much. Try to listen to that tiny voice, because sometimes that voice becomes so obscured when we are centered on our emotions. It becomes so obscured, that voice of reasoning. Give that voice of reason a space to speak, to show you, like to grow. I think that some people don't grow because that voice of reason has become so obscured, like shrinked, that you can't even hear it when it's trying to talk to you. And I'm glad I actually listened to myself today. And not listen to myself, no, seriously, no, that would have actually gone worse. I'm glad I listened to Harley, and I'm glad I learned a lesson today. And by learning this lesson, I hope you guys learned a lesson with me too. I'm really happy for the gift of growth. I'm happy for the lessons. And yeah, I think that sums it up. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you.